Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Jakai Dotton here for my public speaking class. I am a sophomore at Townsend University. My major is special education, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about alcohol and some of the things about it, some of the definitions, its influence in college, and how it just makes the world go round, and how it's a big influence in this world, and what it kind of like what it means in this world, like alcohol and things of that nature. So there's so many types of alcohols. There's different types of alcohols in this world. You got your cognacs, you got your vodkas, you got your wine, you got your champagnes, you got your whiskeys, you got your gins. There's just so many types, and there's so many to choose from that it's kind of overwhelming at points. You know, if you've ever been to a liquor store, you go in there and it's like, damn, you know what you want, but then you look at this and damn, I might want this or I might want this. So there's so many things out there, so many in this alcohol business that you can go and you can choose from, and pretty much they do the same thing. You know, if you drink enough of it, it's gonna get you to the point where you can be drunk, as they say. You know, alcohol is a stimulant, and it's a mind changing what is that called? It's a mind changing. It's a liquid, and it gets into your mind when you start drinking more and more of it. Some have more percentage of others. You know, you can have alcohol with 80 proof, and there's some with like 3 or 4%. So I mean, that's one. So right now, I want to get into how alcohol is big in this college life. So when you first get into college, you know, you're a freshman, sophomore, you're 18, 19 years old. You just got there. You got all the freedom in the world. You can come and go as you please, and a lot of students take advantage of that, and then they take it as like, oh yes, I'm finally old enough where I can get out and I can do what I want. And that's where they miss the perception, where they start getting into things that they probably wouldn't be able to do when they was home in all their life until they got out the house. So that's one thing that students try to do. They try to get into the alcohol part of things. So they start going to parties, they start going to bars, they start going to these little fraternities and sororities where alcohol is provided for them, and it's really easy for them to get it. You start talking to individuals who are older than you. They're probably a junior or senior, and they're 21, so they can get you into a bar, or they can get you into a club. They can get you into a liquor store where you can ask them, give them the money, and then they can get it. There's a lot of stuff that goes along with that, and some of the bars, when you get into them, they kind of encourage you. They want you to drink. You know, they have beers, they have rails, however you guys want to say that. Everything's like half price and low price. You know, they have this thing called Thirsty Thursdays, as us college students call it, and it's just a big influence, and it's a part of the college life. It's a part of the drinking life, and you know, that's one of the things that it is. And then when you get into the fraternity and the sorority part of it, that's one of the things that they want you to do to show that you're worthy of being into their crew, into their initiation, is the drinking part of it. You know, they'll have you sit there and drink loads and loads and loads of alcohol. They'll have you play drinking games, and a lot of that stuff it's not good for you. You know, it's all fun and all, but it's not as good for you. It doesn't really help you, your health, or anything like that. But there is some good things that alcohol does. Sometimes it could be a stress reliever, depending on how much you drink. You know, after a long day of work or after a long day, if you're of age, of studying or taking a test, maybe yes, you do take a drink or two. You know, depending on how much it is. I mean, it's just really, some people need that for a toast. For instance, say if I get a new promotion, or of yourself, you know, you gather around with your people, you toast with that. But that's just all of how you take and how you persuade this whole thing. And also, there's like there's cons to this thing too. You know, just to realize that alcohol, as much as it works and as much as it's good for you, not necessarily good for you, but like helpful, there's also bad things that if you drink a lot over time, it could actually start to harm you. You know, you're at risk for a lot of things when you start getting into that type of field. But I mean, that's really just a couple things I wanted you guys to know. That's really a couple things I wanted to say about this topic, and I hope you guys enjoyed this speech. Thank you.